Y'all, it's a new week and the heat is getting turned up because, oh baby, the girls are fighting again, and boy, it is hella spicy. Megan Thee Stallion headlined Coachella and got tongues wagging for reasons other than her amazing performance. Cause y'all, our girl threw some shade, and trust, it wasn't subtle. It was a full-on shade show complete with dancers and fireworks. Y'all know Megan has been quiet for a minute, and when she decided to do a comeback, it was petty. So grab your drinks and get comfortable while I spill this tea real quick. The gist, apparently not only did Megan Thee Stallion bring the hotties out to party, she brought out people in full Bigfoot costume. Y'all heard that right, actual fur-covered, stomping, monstrous Bigfoot dancers right behind her while she performed. And immediately it set the internet on fire, cause the fans began to say it was a not so subtle shade at Nicki Minaj. I know y'all there might be a little confused, cause how are Bigfoot dancers a shade? Well, let me connect the dots real quick. Y'all remember Hot Girl Summer? Yeah, it seemed like Nicki and Megan were going to be besties forever. Well, that was until WAP came out in 2020. Then Nicki unfollowed Megan, cause to her it seemed like Megan was being buddies with the ops, if you know what I mean. The war started with the Nicki Minaj song Seeing Green, and y'all know Megan isn't one to be silent, cause she clapped back at Nicki in the pettiest of ways, cause on her hit track Hiss, she rapped, "These don't be mad at Megan, these mad at Megan's Law. I don't really know what the problem is, but I guarantee y'all don't want me to start. BUAP, never finna check me. Every chance you get, bet your weak butt won't address me." I mean, Megan didn't call no names, right? So why was Nicki pressed so bad? Let me explain it real quick for y'all. Megan's Law is for SA, and it's not news that Nicki's man did a little time behind bars for SA. So y'all know Nicki wasn't a fan of Megan's new song, and Nicki crashed out so bad. But Nicki for sure proved she wasn't a weak A, because she immediately dropped the infamous diss track Bigfoot. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all, the track was cold. It was brutal, and to be honest, it had the internet divided, because Nicki called Megan Bigfoot and claimed that Megan fell off. Bad B, she like 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot. The B fell off. I said get up on your good foot.
Yeah. Get up on your good foot. I said get up on your good foot, not your bad foot.
Y'all, when Nicki came for Megan, she pulled out all the stops. She called out Megan over the Tory Lanez saga and even talked about her messy breakup with Party.
Yo ex that just was around you all y'all mad because y'all don't have somebody that loves you.
But y'all, the ish is that it has been an entire year. I mean, why stir the messy pot again, right? Maybe Megan just needed something that would get her name buzzing. Now, before y'all come for me, let's be honest. When was the last time we saw Megan on the news? She probably needed a little something to get her name in the conversation again. Also, word on the street is that the beef won't be ending anytime soon, because Megan told Billboard, still to this day, don't know what the problem is. I don't even know what could be reconciled, because I to this day don't know what the problem is. I don't know about y'all, but I think the root of the beef is probably because Megan did a song with Cardi B, and boom, Megan was no longer Nicki's favorite. But like I said, I don't know, y'all. I'm just reporting it as it is on the timeline. But it seemed like Nicki is pissed because of Megan's and Tory Lanez court case, because in an interview she said, "You let everyone be thrown under the bus. Nicki, you let the baby be thrown under the bus. Tory, your best friend, your mom, you better go conjure up your mother and apologize. That's disgusting."
Everyone just be under the bus, be thrown under the bus. You let the baby be thrown under the bus, Tory, your best friend, your mom.
Now that y'all are caught up on the drama, y'all gotta respect Megan, because she legit came out and said, "Yeah, I'm Bigfoot, what you gonna do?" She turned it into an actual choreography and even had the Barbs singing along. But y'all know Nicki, she never lets any shade fly, because if y'all thought the previous shades were messy, I can tell y'all that the next shade Nicki threw was messier, because she wasted no time, hopped on Instagram Live and threw not so subtle shades at Megan, saying that Megan can't write her own songs and she hires writers.
They wrote the book, right? Let's just use that as an example. But let's say they could spit it better than me, but I wrote it.
But y'all, since when has songwriters become a problem? Because I mean, even the greats in the music industry have songwriters, right? So I ain't gonna lie, Megan Def won this round. At this point, it just sort of looks like Nicki is always starting to beef with the younger rappers, and it seems the street agrees with me, because this one fan said, "Megan, duh, Nicki always does this whenever another girl rapper and her have beef, except this time she won't get a response from Meg because Meg stays unbothered. Just give this lady her meds and put her to sleep already." But you def know there are Barbs who still stand with Nicki till the end of time, because this one fan said, and she didn't lie, "Don't cry either. Y'all let Hogan slide with everything, so don't tell Nicki a darn thing." But I want to know, are y'all team Nicki or team Megan? I want to know what y'all think about this whole drama, so let me know in the comments.